Okay, guys, seem to be recording here. Don't seem to see anything. I hope you're gonna get the audio. I want to talk about the amount of people that believe that they were born in the wrong body, and I don't want to talk too long about it. I just want to say that I don't believe that anybody is born in the wrong body. I just don't think that. I think anybody who is going to change their sex and take hormones in order to feel like they want to feel. I understand that, but equally, like, yeah, I have to be like straight with you. I mean, I really don't think you should be doing it. Um, I haven't said that in my whole year existence on YouTube to all my transsexual friends, and I do have a lot of them. In fact, most of the people that comment on my videos are transsexuals, as you want to call yourselves pre-op or post-op. I don't mind. For me, you're never going to change from being a person. And so, like, why do people say things like, oh, God made me in the wrong body? I mean, if anybody mentions God, you probably believe in God, and so therefore, if you do believe in God, you should know that God wouldn't make mistakes in their creations. Yeah. And I just heard that in another video recently, and that's what I think as well. I mean, like, I don't think I think if there's a God, because I'm agnostic, you see. I'm agnostic. I'm not a church person, or I'm not a religious person, but I'm definitely a spiritual person. And I'm definitely a respecter to an extent of people who are religious, right? But if you aren't a God, then you should love God, trust God, and know that God has done everything for a purpose. And you were born exactly the way you were supposed to be born. My other point is on the changing your body. I mean, your mother and father, um, had you, and you are a bit of your mother and a bit of your father. And I think there's a genuine innocent. There's only one way to say this: fuck up, in this whole society we're living in at the moment. That people can't be middle of the sexes like myself. It's just a struggle to get through to even 50 people on that. 50 people, you know? It's really a struggle to get that through, that I'm not a male or a female. I don't care what type of thing you see on me, whether it's male clothes in inverted commas. This business of makeup is for girls. Are you mad? I'm sure I'm living in Germany. There's millions of guys wearing makeup. They're not gay. They're not intersex. They're whatever. They're just people. And they're doing what they want to do. Now, what I do hear a lot, and know a lot about it as well, on many levels, not every level, is that America is a hard place to live. Just like Ireland is a hard place to live. I think those two countries, particularly, are extremely narrow-minded in their general society. Very bold statement of me, isn't it? Yes, but there you go. That's what I think. Like, just the religious pressures, on people to conform into the categories that have been created too many millions of years ago now. We're moving into new century. We've moved into a new century, and nothing's really changing yet. I do have faith, by the way, people, that it will change. But saying that you're born in the wrong body, or there's another one that I just have to comment on. When people say that they're a defect, they go around telling themselves that they're a defect. or they accept the term now. What is it again? The DST. What is it again? What does DST stand for? I still can't remember what it stands for. What is it? Dysfunction, sexual disorder, sexual. I don't know what the hell it is. I prefer intersex, but as a new friend of mine now has just mentioned, but I knew it already as well. It's just that I have a bad memory, so I'm not very able to pinpoint when I hear stuff and what I heard exactly. That's the problem with the memory there. But no, it's just in recognition of this new person that's contacting me a lot now. Thank you very much, by the way. Here you are. Yeah, squeaky. Yeah, like what was I gonna say there? No, again, there you go. Jesus, there you go again. Memory gone. This is it. This is hormone imbalance honesty. Okay, totally lost it. But the defect thing, yeah. Oh yes, now I remember. Intersex, yes. Thingamajig said that intersex is not really a word that he'd like to associate himself with because it's too much on the level of these pervert type people, sexy type weirdo type things, whatever you'd call them. I don't know what you'd call them. All right, forget about all those words there, people. But intersex for me. When I heard the word intersex first, which was probably about 6-7 years ago, yeah, after living, what would it have been, 8 years then, roughly, yeah, 7 or 8 years knowing that I was XXY, and then after that I found a documentary on Channel 4 or BBC 2 from England, both very excellent channels, by the way. But they had a thing called intersex on it, and my mother saw it first, and she said, "Gavin, you've got to see this." So I watched it, and it was, I think, 3 or 2 XXY guys in England, and the thing is that I say guys to everybody, I say man to every single person, and I also call people. But these people, yeah, these people calling themselves intersex were actually XXY, like myself, but they were dressed up totally in women's clothes, so essentially they were kind of the transsexual end of things, except that they weren't transsexual. That's my point with the transsexuals. They're not transsexual. Like, an XXY, in my opinion, can wear any clothes they want because we're XXY. There is no difference. No, that's not clearly said. As in, like, we can wear what we want, because we're XXY. That's my opinion. And as much as that doesn't show itself as being a universal opinion of XXYs, that is my opinion, and I want to bring that to the president of the world and change the books and the education on these things. Nobody's born in the wrong body. God, you're not born in the wrong body, but if you choose to change your body, get plastic surgery, or just, general stuff, because, think about it, plastic surgery has been around for so long now, and, people have been changing all sorts of things about themselves. So there's nothing really different to you guys, the transsexual people, wanting to change other parts of yourself. Okay, but just don't say that you're born in the wrong body. I mean, that is so just incorrect. That is so incorrect. It's unbelievable. And also just saying that you're a defect, so negative towards yourself. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Change your attitude with thyself, and change your well, let's try and get the world to change its attitude towards transsexual people, and I hope that my XXY-ness will help with the transsexual community. I really do. Okay, so bye now, people. Bye bye.